Coming up on CTV News, multiple sexual assaults have occurred on campus. See where they're happening and how to stay safe. And geographic information systems are helping research at CSU. Find out how. Plus, an exclusive look at the beginning of the Denver Nuggets season. All this and more coming up on CTV News. Welcome to CTV News Tonight. I'm Bryn Carmen filling in for Anna Ald.
And I'm Dylan Thomas. Thanks for joining us. Sexual assault can be a hard topic to discuss, but the Assistant Director of Prevention at CSU has some helpful tips for students about assault on campus.
On college campuses are 1 in 4 women, 1 in 6 men, and then 1 in 3 trans identified folks have experienced sexual assault, and CSU is no exception to that.
With the recent attacks on CSU campus, many male and female students are on guard and aware of potential strangers. Monica Rivera, the Assistant Director for Prevention and Education Programs at CSU, says all students need is a little more education and awareness of sexual assault.
Folks who are either blackout, drunk, or drugged, those also do fall under stranger assaults because they don't necessarily know who assaulted them, but often that happens at parties where most likely the perpetrator is still within the community.
Monica claims over 98% of CSU students who are sexual assault survivors were assaulted by someone that they know.
It's important to know that sure, some of those are assaulted by strangers.
Education is key to knowing what an actual sexual assault is and how to report it.
Oftentimes after a big educational campaign on a campus, you'll see a jump in reporting rates. I put the definition of sexual assault up on the board for us to get survivors later who say, I didn't even know that what happened to me meets the legal definition of assault.
The Women and Gender Advocacy Center is open for any students to go in and have a free session to just talk and learn about sexual assault.
If you have been a victim of sexual assault or know of someone who has been, please call the Victim Assistance Team at 970-492-4242.
Are you going to be throwing a party and want to avoid a $1,000 noise violation? Then you should consider registering your party through the Off-Campus Life. It's a simple process and doesn't take very long and is proven to be very beneficial for those who have parties.
If a neighbor called and said, loud party next door, it's frustrating, we'd like it to shut down, dispatch out of Fort Collins Police would call the phone numbers provided and say you have a 20-minute window to shut down your party. So it gives students the opportunity to self-correct.
The Off-Campus Life said that 85% of parties usually don't have issues, but 13% do get warnings for noise violations, and overall 2% of parties actually get a citation. A 1-year holding period comes with the noise violation, meaning if you're cited, you cannot register for future parties for up to a year. Here's what you need to do to register your party. Bring your CSU ID to the Off-Campus Life office in the LSC West before 5 p.m. between Monday and Thursday. You can also stop by the flea market on Wednesday between 10 and 2.
The riot that occurred last April is still under investigation. So far, 8 CSU students have been charged with nuisance gathering, inciting a riot, and other misdemeanors. Today, one of the main contributors to the riot attended court for his hearings. Collegian Central was there today to see what his verdict would be. We have just learned that there has not been a final verdict. CTV and Collegian Central will continue to report on this story as we get more information.
There's football and there's hockey and many sports in between. One up-and-coming sport at CSU has been a pretty impressive team, and they're climbing to be one of the best. CTV reporter Carrie O'Connor has the story.
Chalk up, shoes on, and climb. That's the routine for the CSU rock climbing team. This relatively new team has been training hard all year, and what's usually an individual sport has turned into a team environment.
I like everybody. Everybody's super friendly and it's very relaxed, so it's a good team.
The climbing team is made up of about 40 climbers, all ranging in skill. But what's special about this team is that they've got a very big competition coming up.
Everybody's psyched and we're competing and we're moving at a fast pace, and we're on track to win nationals this year.
A national championship is not something that many collegiate teams have a chance of doing. The team is getting fired up and is working hard to compete in the championship. What does it take to get there? Well, a lot of working out, and a lot of climbing, and even more teamwork.
When you have a lot of eyes on you, like it's going to be at a competition, then it's important to have a team like this to be backing you up. I think that if we pulled in a national championship, I could just knock another thing off my bucket list,
In Fort Collins, Carrie O'Connor, CTV News.
The rock climbing team is striving to make the national competition this year. You can find them practicing at Miramont Northfield Gym. Now weather anchor Kelsey McAllister is here.
Thanks for joining us, Kelsey. Now, what are the lows and highs going to be about tonight? Is it going to be cold, warm?
You know, guys, we are looking at a chilly night, but overall it's average. Currently, we're looking at temperatures sitting just about 40 degrees. It's 39 degrees with wind chill at 39 because the wind speeds are just 2 miles per hour. So overall, it's a relatively mild night, and it will be a night overall. But I'll be right back with more weather. I'll take you through your 7-day forecast, and guys, I'll let you know what the weekend looks like. So back to you guys.
Looking forward to it. Thanks, Kelsey. It's been 2 months since the major Colorado flood. CDOT has been working hard to fix up the roads. Stay tuned to see if they're on track.
And geographic information systems are growing at CSU. Today, I got a first-hand look at how it all works. See that coming up next.
Don't go away.
Colorado State University is committed to expanding access to education. Today, that includes online learning. CSU brings faculty and programs to students around the state and around the world. With flexibility to earn a degree online from a world-class university, and the ability to balance education with work and family. Learn more at succeedwithcsu.org.
So, I'm kind of new here, but I've noticed a trend. My human does this funny thing where she goes around and gets all my toys, and then she hides them in that basket by the door. You know, but it's always the same basket, and it's always in the same place. And then she acts so surprised when I find them, but, you know, she's putting them in the same basket again. It's like, hello, that's where you put it last time. You were the worst at hide and go seek.
The sixth ski slope in Colorado has opened, that being Winter Park. The mountain opened 25 skiable acres today. If you're looking to get up to the mountains to ski, the City of Fort Collins Recreational Department has a ski bus that will begin operating on December 11th. This bus will take you to Winter Park, Copper, Keystone, or Breckenridge Mountains. The cost is just $41. To get a hold of the bus schedule or to register to get on, you can call 970-221-6644.
It's been just a couple of months since the Colorado floods. CDOT originally had the plan to have all the roads fixed and completed by December 1st. They are on track to complete the damage by this deadline. The Department of Transportation says the sun is in their favor and their friend. This has been a huge, having all roads were damaged completely fixed within just the next few weeks. The last roads that are in the process of getting prepared are Highway 7 out of Lyons and Highway 34 between Loveland and Estes Park.
Kelsey McAllister is back with us for more weather updates.
Kelsey, what's the weather going to be like this weekend?
You know, we're going to see nice temperatures as we head into the weekend, but there is a change in store. Tomorrow or today we saw highs climbing into the 50s. We're well above average, 54 for Fort Collins, 56 for Denver, and 52 for Colorado Springs. Pueblo, you're sitting a bit warmer at about 60 degrees, but you're always a bit warmer in the southern part of the state, and you can see that with Lamar. But tonight we will see temperatures dropping down significantly. 31 for Fort Collins, 33 for Denver, and 30 for Colorado Springs. The high country will be sitting in those teens and 20s, just about normal. And the eastern plains will be sitting just below freezing. Overall, it's going to be a relatively chilly night, but mild for this time of year. Tomorrow, we will see warm temperatures yet again before this change rolls in. 59 in Fort Collins, 60 in Denver, 57 in the Springs, and 64 in Pueblo. But take a look at Lamar. We're going to see temperatures hitting 70 degrees tomorrow. It's going to be really, really nice. But the 7-day forecast does show that we have a change coming through. We can see I put 20% chance of precipitation for Saturday night into Sunday. We could see maybe a couple flurries. Overall, nothing that's going to stick around. As we head into next week, though, Dylan, Bryn, we're going to see temperatures drop, and then they're going to pick back up. So overall, it's going to be relatively nice. But that's all the weather I have for you guys for tonight. Be sure and tune in next week, and I will have more for you about what's going to happen.
Geospatial Centroids is an educational research and GSI service at CSU. Today, Morgan Library hosted GSI Day, which provided students and faculty with information about CSU research around the world. GSI stands for Information Systems that allows us to view, understand, and interpret data in new ways. People could take a look at the 3D CSU campus, GSI statistical models, and spatial thinking courses around campus. The event also included a free lunch to those who attended and a map gallery contest where students could vote on their favorite posters. CSU is hoping to gain more followers on the diverse uses of spatial technologies on campus, and I was there to get an interview with an Accentroid intern.
I find it fascinating. I love GIS. I find it really important. The technology is really, it's actually the 5th fastest growing skill in the workplace right now. So we're trying to promote GIS through this GIS Day to the CSU University because not many people know about it.
For more information on GSI and upcoming events, you can visit their site, gis.colostate.edu. Last night, Dylan got an inside look at the Denver Nuggets team and got to see some of their new equipment.
That's right, Bryn. Stay tuned to see what's new for the Nuggets other than their newest players. Don't go away.
Shelters are the best places to find a new pet.
What a perfectly beautiful little lady.
That's where you'll discover healthy, loyal, and loving animals.
You little rascal.
Eager to become a part of your family. A person is the best thing to happen to a shelter pet.
Oh, ladies first.
Be that person. Adopt.
This is living.
Hey, kid. To find out more, visit theshelterpetproject.org.
But she can't seem to put down that toy all day long. Tap, 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 tap. Oh, and she even talks to it. She talks to that more than she talks to him. What's up, bro? Nice shirt. Who's she talking to? Her mom? She talks to her mom a lot.
I must admit, it's always fun to get an inside look into the ongoings of the Denver Nuggets locker room, but one of the biggest changes for the Nuggets this season actually impacts the fans the most. The Pepsi Center is home to some of the biggest sporting events in the region, an arena that can seat upwards of 20,000 people at a time. The facility, which opened in 1999, received its first major upgrade this year. In order to improve fan experience at both athletic events and concerts, Kroenke Sports and Entertainment invested in Pepsi Vision, a 27-foot tall, 48-foot wide big screen, the biggest of its kind in any sports venue in the world. It's huge. The new Jumbotron, properly titled Pepsi Vision, has 8.5 million pixels, providing ticket holders like those at last night's Lakers vs. Nuggets game the clearest image possible.
It makes me more excited because we got seats really far up there, and it'll be easier to see the game on the screen.
I hardly ever look at it, actually.
Vicky Ray has been a season ticket holder for 21 years, only missing 2 games, but she still believes the screen is a great feature for the average fan.
A lot more people can see more of what's going on, and they seem to like that a lot.
A staff is highly trained on how to operate the screen, which brings instant replays to a fan at a rapid turnaround rate.
I think the best part is watching replays, you can get right up in it.
For someone who spent so much time around the arena, the screen still blew Vicky away.
I didn't think it would be that big, but
Now, Pepsi Vision isn't limited to use just by the Nuggets. Kroenke Sports and Entertainment owns multiple teams like the Denver Nuggets and Colorado Rapids, as well as facilities like Dick's Sporting Goods Park and the Pepsi Center. So if you're headed to Denver for an event, any seat you have will be that much better with Pepsi Vision. So, Bryn, have you been down to Pepsi Center recently to be able to see the new screen and how it might impact the crowd?
I have. I went and saw Rihanna last weekend, and she looked great up on the screen.
And would you say that the screen probably impacted the concert tour? It made it better, worse?
Oh, definitely better.
Yeah,
she was excellent.
It's very cool to watch. I know it lights up the side of the stadium a lot, and I know a lot of the fans like to see themselves because it's that much bigger, and you see yourself way bigger than life size. Like I said, 27 feet tall, 48 feet wide. That's a big face if your face gets put on there.
That is very, very big. Yeah, Rihanna looked great up there, though.
Sounds good. Well, unfortunately, that's all the time we have for you tonight. Remember to check out collegiancentral.com to stay updated on campus and local news.
Thanks for joining us, Rams. Have a great weekend.